As a school, we started our LAMDA journey in 2019, and what a journey it's been. But lockdowns, pushbacks, and online learning later, we came back fighting. These students have outstanding commitment, fantastic drive, and as you'll all soon see, unbelievable talent. The students have chosen their favourite piece to film and share with you tonight. I am so proud of them all and all the hard work they've put in, and I'm very excited for you all to be able to see what we've been working on. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy Kinetic's Monologue Smackdown.
Cool pick. Deserves a like, I reckon. Big thumbs up, Becca's pose. Standard, boring, dull, yawn. Ooh, now we're talking. Hashtag love the dress. Hashtag work it. Hashtag bring the bling, babe. And treat. Let me guess. You agree with Mum, right? According to her, I spend far too much time glued to my phone for my own good. Whatever that means. I mean, she's so stone age, like, I'm not even kidding. I've explained to her that everybody does social networking from their phones. She won't listen. I think she's scared of being corrupted, post by post. So she tries to keep tabs by pretending to be all chill about it. Thing is, it just comes up really shrill and uptight. And she's always getting the names wrong. You know, asks me if I'm posting a picture on Instabook or ChatSnap, and wants to know if I've made any new friends on Facegram. Oh, and she's forever telling me to stop chirping so much. It's too cringe. I mean, I get it. Once upon a time, there was no such thing as the internet, no social media, and definitely no smartphones. And blah, blah, blah. But I swear, if I have to hear another word about when Mum was my age, she'd come home from school and wait for the dial-up to launch on the landline so she can check her inbox to see if anyone had messaged her. My head will explode. Actually, my grandma's the funniest. She can't understand why my 10 first cousins and I don't just share a mobile phone. How would that even work? Nobody will be able to finish a conversation, and they'd all be snooping on my messages. I'm the oldest, you see. I have the most interesting things to talk about. Obs. Anyways, yesterday I was with my cousin Penny when Nana comes in. Now, logic says if Mum's a cave woman, Nana must be a dinosaur, because, well, they came first. So, Penny and I are busy setting up our accounts from our new phones when Nana interrupts. I don't like the sound of these internet addresses you've chosen. She means email. They've got your names in them for all the world to see. That's people get caught in the web, you know. We were both just looking up at her. You should think more creatively, girls. Lily for you and Shilling for you. I can't stop myself now. Nana, why would we be Lily and Shilling? There's no prize from those random email addresses, you know, that are actually meant to be connected to your name. She gulps, wide-eyed. What do you mean, why? You're named after a flower and your cousin's named after a unit of money. A lily is a flower and shillings are old money. Honestly, Violet, I thought you were smart. Poor Nana still doesn't know what Penny sorting lemonade out of her nose, or why I laughed until I cried.
What are you thinking? No, sorry, that was stupid. That was such a stupid... You can tell me, you know. I won't, like, judge or anything. I won't. Is it me? Not that it would matter whether you were or weren't, actually, so... yeah. Are you thinking about me? What good things? Or... I mean, is it negative? Are you thinking a negative thing about... No, not that it bothers me. No, it doesn't bother me. I'm not bothered. I'm not. What? Like I talk too much? Is that it? You just standing there in absolute silence thinking, oh, Leah talks too much, I wish she'd just shut up once in a while. Well, don't, judge, because alright, I do. There. I am admitting, I talk too much, so shoot me. So kill me, Phil. Call the police, lock me up, rip my teeth out with a pair of rusty pliers. I talk too much. What a crime. What a sin. What an absolute catastrophe. Stupid, evil, ridiculous, because you're not perfect either, Phil, okay? There. I said it. You're not. You're a bit... Oh, crap.
Right, well, I'm 6 years old, and my 3 brothers and my mother are going away for the weekend. Some treat, something or other. My dad's staying behind, and my mum says there'll be a chance for me and him to bond. So, we're at the table, and we're just staring at each other. Like we're looking at each other for the first time, You ask me what I want to do, and straight away, I say I want to go see the penguins at the zoo. See, when I was 6, I had this mad penguin obsession. Like, I used to dress up with them. I used to order fish fingers from kitchens and restaurants. If it wasn't penguins, it was cowboys. Cowboys were cool, man. So, we're going to the zoo, and I want to dress up as a cowboy. So I get my hat, I get my gun, my holster. Perfect. We get on the bus. It's kind of funny seeing my dad on the bus. It was kind of funny seeing my dad out of the house, actually. So we're in the zoo. I go straight to the penguins. I was standing in my cowboy gear, looking at the penguins, having such a great chat with my dad on the bus. It was like a perfect childhood day. But then he left. He lets go of my hand and he said he'd be back with some chalk eyes. He goes. I'm happy looking at the penguins, but it's been an hour since he came back, so I go look for him. I'm not worried at all. So I go looking around the zoo, and I don't talk to anyone, of course. I go back to the same bus stop we got off at earlier, and when I get to the bus, the bus driver's like, "Where are your parents?" And I go, "They're waiting for me at home." So I sit on the closest seat next to the bus driver because it's just starting to worry a little bit. I get on I tell the driver my address, and we get to the end of my street. The driver says, "So long, cowboy." He was nice. I get the key from under the mat, and I go inside the house, and I'm obviously alone there. Take off my cowboy gear, hang up my hat and my holster. I have a bath, because it's Saturday. I get into my pajamas. My dad will like that. The house is feeling too big, so I get my quilt and I take it into the bathroom and I lock the door, and it feels safe in there, so I just stay in there. He's gone. He's never come. He didn't come back. I stayed in there for 2 days.
Glioblastoma. That's what they say I have. Glioblastoma. Sounds like some kind of science fiction laser. My glioblastoma is set for kill. Just say the word, Captain, and I'll vaporize the alien beast. Of course, it's not from Star Trek or Star Wars. It's from real life. But like in those types of movies, it's like some sort of alien. It snuck inside my head and began eating my brain. It's no secret that it's set for kill either. A glioblastoma is probably the worst type of tumour you can get. Nope, I wasn't lucky enough to just get one little tumour. Instead, I got a cluster of the damn things. Every time I had an MRI, which is like a CAT scan but better, they managed to find a new one. So, 3 operations and a ride on the radiation roller coaster later, I'm still here. It's strange the way people treat you when you're dying. My mum tries to pretend like nothing's wrong, and maybe that's for the best. Recently, a doctor told me I should consider getting my estate in order. Estate in order? What's that? Some clothing, makeup, and a beat-up bicycle? I'm not going to be leaving a whole lot behind to prove I was here. Cancer, brain surgeries. You wouldn't believe how hard it was in high school to deal with all that crap. You wouldn't believe how hard it was for the girl with no hair to find a date to the prom. Nobody asked me. Nope. Nobody wanted to take the bold chick out. No big deal. Ended up having to hire someone to go with me. Just kidding. Actually, I ended up asking Henry Schlattman. The guy had glasses that were about a foot thick and he still couldn't see. On the night of the prom, he complimented me on my hair, and I didn't have the heart to tell him that I didn't have any. Well, at least for the time being, I have hair. Well, I'm still alive. And now, I have Tom.
Everyone's been asking after you. You know that? Everyone's been saying, where's Phil? What's Phil up to? When's Phil gonna come down from that stupid field? Wasn't it good when Phil was running the show? What do you think about that, man? What do you think about everybody asking after you? Aren't you even interested? Aren't you even bothered? John Tate's found God. Yeah, I know. He's joined the Jesus Army. He runs around shopping centres singing, trying to give people leaflets. Danny's got work experience, the dentist. Hates it. Can't stand the cavities. Says when people open their mouths, you feel like you're gonna fall in. Brian's on stronger medication. Caught him staring at a wall last week. He was either drooling or giggling. Keeps talking about Earth. I think they're gonna section him. I mean, Kathy, she does not care. She's been too busy running things. You wouldn't believe how things have gotten, Phil. Man, she is insane. She cut her first just finger off. Man, that's what they say anyway. Doesn't that bother you? Aren't you even bothered? Lou's her best friend now. Dangerous game. I feel sorry for Lou. Jan and Mark have taken up shoplifting. They're really good. They'll get you anything you want. Phil. Phil. Look, mate, you can't stay here forever. When are you going to come down?
I fall in love with everyone I ever meet. Every man, every woman, everyone. I meet someone. I see a future before we've even started, an end before a beginning. I see the fatal collapse before the first spark. I do this thing in my head where I talk to myself, narrate my life. Like I narrate every single thing in my head as it's happening. And immediately after it's happened. It's weird. Here, nothing. But here, it's chaos. I can sometimes get a bit carried away. Sort of like I'm in a movie. Do you ever feel like that? No, of course you do. We all do sometimes. An epic soundtrack. Flattering lights, impossibly tousled hair. I am in a movie. Constantly. I'm not mental, by the way. I'm not an actual whack job. I'm not one of those mad weirdos you don't want to make contact with on public transport. I'm not mental. I just make stuff up. There's something no one told me when I was growing up, in my formative years. No one ever told me that life's kind of disappointing. Kind of dull. Kind of less bouncy than you might want it to be. No one ever tells you you're not Jessica Alba or Ingrid Bergman. You're a bit flatter. A bit less shiny. A bit less interesting. But you get given a brain, endless space, limitless possibility. It's kind of unfair, really. Out there you've got terrorism, UKIP and cystic acne. But you've been given infinity. Right here in your skull.